made it. We made it. Welcome, everybody, to another edition of Fred Fassett's Visionary Awareness right here on AchieveRadio.com, YouTube Live, Achieve TV, and I don't know, probably a few other places I haven't thought about. My name is Bill. I assist Fred during the 2 hours of this program. Excuse me there. I assist Fred during the 2 hours of the show by answering the phones and reading the messages as they come in from the website right here on AchieveRadio.com and hook Fred up with all those of you who want to get a sample of Fred's rather extraordinary psychic abilities. How does that sound? To participate in that, quite simple, just dial 602-666-6027, 602-666-6027, the number to call, and we'll hook you up with Fred as quick as we possibly can, depending on how crowded it is. If you do not want to call in, you can send a message off the website like Samantha just did just 1 second ago. You do that by going to either the Studio A radio page, the Studio A page on the AchieveRadio.com website. On the right-hand side, you will see the InQuick instant message system. Pretty simple. Just type in the stuff and hit send, and it shows up right here about 1 second later or less. Or you can post on the Achieve Radio chat room, which is located directly below the player on the Studio A page. And both of those, of course, also available on the Achieve TV page, where some of you choose to watch the show in living color and all that good stuff. And let's see, let me get Fred on the air and on camera and all that. How you doing today, Fred?
Oh, not bad. We had a lot of rain this week again. This time, where I live, it was very nice and just kind of fall down. And it really does. My man came out and trained my orchid tree. I looked out there. That tree is dancing out there going, oh, more water, more water. And I told him it was already growing. He said, would you go out there and do your thing and stop that tree from growing? Because everything in Arizona is growing right now. My roommate works at a nursery. I said, wow, look what you got, rain. Those plants all look really good. So it's been nice. And we have Paulo coming along now, another hurricane. And that last one went into San Diego. Gave them some rain, but guess what? It brought lightning and set on fire some palm trees. And, you know, palm trees out here, I wouldn't have one in my yard, to be truthful. If you get those tall palm trees, lightning comes around, if it's close to your house, you're in a lot of trouble. But, no, we've had some wonderful, wonderful rain. Of course, no matter what happens out there, we're in terrible drought. So somebody's forgot to take that water and put it into the big lake up north. I don't know why they haven't figured that out yet, but they haven't. Other than that, been fantastic. I want to share something with you. Now, I got to be really clear with all of you. I'm having some peach tea. Someone took me to lunch. Anyway. I have a couple of young people working with me, and they're working on my page, okay, to make me modern. And this is going to take some work on my part. So my page is being worked on, and I don't know what they're doing, but I'm just letting you know this is going on. And I'm taking people's emails because there's going to be a massive letter go out. It has to be my clients, not to strangers. This won't work with strangers. Anyway. So, I've been working on some predictions, and I've got to figure out how to get my camera going here and find that little spot where I can do all these predictions on. But one is on the Arab nations. I don't know how else to say this. There's going to be a goddess energy. This is already going. It's going to appear over the entire Arab nation and also Israel. And she's going to be massive. And she'll come in with a disguise, letting them believe that she's male. Now, if anybody knows your history, remember Cleopatra? When that period, when I got down the line, ISIS, Queen Isis, they were religious sisters or something like that. Well, this has been a long time ago. Long time ago. So guess what's happened? Isis energy is a goddess. And now she's going to appear over that part of the world with the mess that's going on. And why she's coming is to take away the power of the male consciousness in that part of the world because of what they've done. And bring in the feminine vibration for that part of the whole world. Now, if they don't get this, what's going to happen is, guess where the new ice age is going to appear? And this is in the making as we're talking. Now, I can't give the time or point when this will take place, but as I go to bed and I wake up with information with people I know, and this is one of the things that's been coming to me, and this will be part of my prediction. I've been trying to get the name, and all of a sudden today, ISIS got in my head, and I said, you're talking about the lady that was in Egypt. What happened? Oh, that's right. I always forget. Somebody just said on my computer, welcome. What the heck is going on now? It shows you how computer knowledge I am. Anyway, so this is part of it. Now, you see the rain that's been coming into Arizona. It got into San Diego. Okay, this is the lightness. And all this drought they're having in California, part of the Earth's change. Because when the Earth is changing, you go through all phases of Mother Nature. And my friends out there, I have a lot of friends in California. That's where I'm from. And so this is working its way through, and the scientists are trying to say it's going to be around for 20 years, and they're wrong. God knows what's going on, and that's who you wouldn't say, God, my guides, it's all the same thing, are saying, nope, this will come in probably November, and it's not going to be nice, because when the earth is dry and they bring lots of rain, and what comes is the flood. See? The reason is, I found out that gangs from San Bernardino all the way through are now become quite large, and this has to be, it's the darkness that has to be washed. And same thing in Mexico, because when this comes, it's going to go, Colorado's going to hit with El Nino. They're starting to get snow. It's going to be my other friend's place, Arkansas. And it's going to shift down Southern California, hit New Mexico, and there's going to be red water coming out. It's the soil. And this is going to come up at the borders of Texas, and then it's going to switch around somehow and go into Mexico. It's going to go up into the mountains of Mexico, and there's going to be earth shiftings a lot because they got the cartels, and now they have what's the word we're looking? A cycle of those, they're using the term ISIS, those bad people that are wearing black. Okay? And so this is going to get wiped out. And also came up that the Arab nations that are positive are going to jump on the bandwagon to get rid of these dark beings. There's no religious facilities these people have. They're out to destroy. And if you stop and think about it, why this happened it could have happened anywhere. Think of selfishness, arrogance, egotistical, money, control. I'm better than you. Will look down upon you. All these things that this is male and female, by the way, by now. I'm greater and better than anybody else. And if you're black, you're gay. All the things down the line, what humans have done, have created this. And that's why we have this where it is, and this is not going to be allowed. It's not going to be allowed, and so consequently, this is nothing what I'm going to come up with. And in September, my head gets heavy. So I have to have my buddy in California help me find the space on my app. See, I don't have a PC. I've thrown two of them against the wall over the years because they drive me crazy, because I'm dyslexic. Hey, it allows me to do what I do, but Apple's better for me. They're getting so smart, I've got to get smart. So everybody, that's part of what I've got. Weather patterns all over the country and the world are making changes. You have to be smart and realize what everybody's contributing to this energy. And we have to change our consciousness. We have to be aware of what we're saying and what we're doing. People who join drugs, people who murder, people who steal, people in the political arena lie, and backstab people who are good that should be in those positions. All of this is energy. And when you take it out in the world, look what's going on. And by the way, as I said before, 14,000 years ago, if you look on the earth, what was really going on. So now we're in change. And it started 4 years ago. It won't quit till 2018. And as soon as Charlie, my guide, lists me, they never tell you months. But that's not important. And when I find people that have been well known here, they're never known by their full names. Last names, middle names do not matter. Just so you know, because I have somebody working with somebody, if you only knew, blow you off the planet. And I have them working with this person. And by the way, any of you keep fear around, you'll block everything that will try to come to you. Now, I'm rattling here. I'm watching the time. I get a little time thing here. I've just spent 15 minutes, so I got to shut up and get to work here. So, all right, guys, I'm not trying to scare you. It's just as fact. You want to play games? The goddess energy is a wonderful, wonderful, beautiful being. Guess what? She's throwing the flames like a dragon. And God is not a person. God is an energy. No matter what consciousness you come from, it's real interesting when we cross to the other side. How you've been raised is what you see. But it really is only one. But that's beside the point. Anyway, Bill, let's see what we can do here and how we can help. And I'm going to try and I have a big mouth. Sometimes I get carried away with your questions. All right. So some of you that I've worked with a lot on the radio like to be able to, I don't want to say something right now because then the wrong people will probably call me. But I need those of you I work with a lot. I need some information from you people, and you need to call me so I can get it. And then there's going to be a change here. And now I've got 17 minutes. Here it goes again. Shut up, Fred.
Okay. Well, we better get started then for you. Getting carried away there again, Fred. All right.
I know.
We've got Samantha in Ohio wrote in. Samantha is January 7 of 1984. And she recently started talking to a new guy who happens to be February 14 of 77. And I was wondering if you think I should pursue it further or not. Thank you very much.
Okay. I forgot to turn on my little light here. That always helps, you know. Let's get over there, Samantha. Let's see how we're doing here, girl. You are a Capricorn, so let's just see what's going for you first. That's real important. Pisces moon. See how you are? You're very sensitive. Your mind is busy, but you got a lot of emotions. And your brain is Capricorn, so you need a special type of attention. And you're in your first Saturn return, and then you're going to do Uranus and Neptune return, so you're in a 5-year change. Now, let's check out this guy for you, this Aquarian, okay? Let's see what we're going to find here. Got to find him. Okay, well, let's see if this is going to work. He better be balanced to you, or it's not going to work. I can guarantee that. Now, here we go. Let's see what we can find about him. All right. On Valentine's Day. Guess what? He's got a Capricorn moon. So that's you. He's got Aquarius there. He's got Aries and Venus. Leo and Saturn, so he's going through some stuff right now too. And he's doing a Uranus transit, he's going through his Neptune next year. Well, let me put it this way. Ironically, is he, I'm going to say this to you, Samantha, is he done with the lady that he's been with? Either it's a wife or something similar to that, because that energy is around him. You understand? So if you've just met him, make sure he got the lady out of the way before you step through the door. You have nothing to do with that. But this could be interesting. Normally I wouldn't say this, but that Moon in Capricorn, by the way, Moon in Capricorn people can be a little cold from time to time, so be aware of that. But he's got some fire in there, so that Aquarius stuff doesn't get him all over the place. But he's going through some transition periods too right now. I'm going to say this. It's a possibility. That's all I'm going to say right now, because you both don't know each other. Let's see if he's through with the other relationship or whoever that woman is around him. Okay? That's what I've got. Thank you, Samantha. Let us know.
All right. Very good. Very good. Very good. And let's see here. Oh, Chris, I see you on there, but you didn't touch star 5. So if you're there and want to talk to Fred, do that for me. Touch star 5. In the meantime, I promised our old friend Russell I would get to this as soon as possible today.
They don't give me a chance, do they?
Oh, yep. He's been hanging fire on this for quite a while. The man's name is Jason. And the birthday, and I have looked a bunch of this up, and I'll be getting the last couple planets for you.
Okay.
May 27th of 1836. 1836.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
He goes back a while. All right.
Gemini.
Yeah, he's a Gemini. Let's see. His moon is in Libra. Mercury is in Gemini. Venus is in Cancer.
Woo!
Mars is in Taurus. Jupiter is in Cancer. And I'll have Saturn for you in just a minute here.
Okay. Powerful man.
Man, what do you go ahead and get started if you want, Fred?
Oh, okay. Was this guy politically on the planet in his day, or was he more in entertainment? Because he's got both energies are sitting there.
Not entertainment. Political, somewhat, just from the primarily known as an entrepreneur.
Okay, I'm going to say this. They're telling me the way he presented himself out there, he was very much the actor, and so he could attract in the people to him because he was very, very verbal. We'll hang this up. Hold on a minute. See who this fool is. When they do that at this time of day, we get rid of them. That's the wrong phone if it's all for them. See, he had.
Yeah, Saturn in Libra.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, see the Libra thing. That's that actor energy, but he used it in some political form. And I would almost say, did this man wind up having a lot of money? Because he should have.
Yeah, big time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, and when he said that, all of a sudden I see all this gold around him. Very successful. He attracted a lot of people to him. He should have been. He liked to be right, but he had an emotional side too. He had this emotional side that really flowed, and somehow, being a male in that period of time, they always didn't show their emotions because, let's figure, 1836. That wasn't done, but this man had the emotions. Somehow he worked it. There's honesty there, but sometimes he had to move in other directions to get his way. So that almost to me like maybe he bent the pencil a little bit, but it wasn't bad. And people liked him a lot, and then a lot of people were jealous of him. A lot of envious people. No one took him out, right?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay, because there's some people that thought he was full of himself too at the same time. Trustworthy, but he didn't always trust everybody else. Sometimes he doubted the people around him, and the reason he had what he did, he was very careful. Grand success and everything else, marvelous personality. Really? Something just through my head and said he could bend the truth from time to time. So if that was true, they just said it in my head. So this guy was, boy, was he well known all over the place, and that's why he had so much money. He had the brains. He was on the genius level.
Yeah.
And he knew just how he could go about and do this. That's why he pissed off a lot of people, too, at the same time.
Yeah.
Because they thought he did things the other way. But those were the people that would like him to do it that way, but he wouldn't listen to them. Does that all make sense, everybody?
Well, I was not familiar at all.
I know.
The man's name is Jason. His nickname was Jay, and his last name was Gould. Gould, Gould.
Really?
Yeah, he died of tuberculosis in his late 50s.
Okay.
He was a railroad tycoon.
Oh.
And according to Wikipedia here, it says he was long vilified as an archetypical robber baron whose success at business made him the 9th richest citizen in U.S. history, though modern historians working from primary sources have discounted his portrayal by the contemporary press. In other words, looking back on it, they're saying he's not as bad as he was made out during his life.
Yes, there's your jealousy right there.
Yeah. He was tied up with the Tweed, Tammany Hall bunch to some extent.
Okay.
He also was involved in the 1869 Black Friday attempt to corner the gold market. And it says he made a little bit off of it, but lost it all back in lawsuits.
Does this guy have any hair on his face?
Yeah, actually, in his portrait here, he's got one of those really full 19th century beards.
They kept showing me this right now. It was coming up as you were talking. Okay, did he have now this doesn't sound crazy. Did he have a monocle or something that he looked out at? I don't know why that's. You know what I'm talking about? A glass he looked out at people with.
You know, I'm not seeing that in this photograph.
Okay. Okay. Just I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, it shows him. I mean, you know, he might well have and just have been vain or something not to.
Well, you know why he got sick? He was such a businessman that he wasn't paying attention after a while to his health. And that's why he got sick. Because he was such a businessman. He had to keep going. And the thing started happening, and he kind of ignored it. And back then, man, when something hit you, that was like doom.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Yeah, something like TB was killer back then, yeah.
He wasn't real tall, was he?
Oh, I don't even know if it says here. Let me see if it says here.
I feel like stout, well-built, but really bright. And if he's 6 foot, I'd be surprised. But,
yeah. Well, in that era, hardly anybody did make it to 6
That's
foot.
right. I felt it was like 5'9", somewhere around there.
Yeah, there's nothing in here about his
but
size.
You know, when he crossed over, he crossed over in the light, so he wasn't a bad person.
Not that bad. That's good to know. Interesting. Yeah, Russell will appreciate that. He's Russell's one of these railroad nuts. Probably knows the name of all kinds of the number and name of a bunch of engines. And
okay. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
But, they're really going back there. Jesus, next thing we'll have a 01 coming up.
Yeah. Yeah. Get a reading on the guy that through the spirit at the Christ there or something. Yeah,
I see.
that Roman whatever it was. Where did that
Oh my
come from?
God.
Anyway.
I,
Okay, well, I'm looking here, and who do we have? Somebody popped up. It was really thin there for a minute.
hmm.
Chris hasn't raised his hand. I don't know if he's going to or not, so I'm
Well,
just
that's
going to
okay.
let him wait.
Give, give me a.
Amanda in California, November 6, 56. Hi, Amanda. I have an interview next week. This opportunity seems more probable than some of the others I've had recently. Wondering if
Mm-hmm.
you can give some psychic insight into the chances for this one, or is there something else coming soon? Any insight at all would be great.
What was the day on? I got the month and and the year. What was the day?
The 6th,
Oh,
11/6.
thank you, thank you. I think she called. I think she called in last week.
She's called or written one of or both.
Yeah, she's in that cycle with Saturn, so she had, and it's about change for her. Here we go, right here. I know I've talked to her before. hmm I see. Yeah. Yep, I've talked to her before. She's making a nice completion. Anyway, this year, let me see. Uh, let me see what's going to come up here, man. The way stuff hits me, you have no idea. I'm not seeing. I get things that just thrown at me. You got so much energy around you, Amanda, and all these jobs are popping up. Be very clear on what you want. This could be it. Will it be exciting enough for your energy to where you're an unusual Scorpio because you like to make change, and I can see why. And most Scorpios are fixed and they don't like to change, but you do. And so this could work for you, being that this is the one. I mean, jobs are going to come at you from all levels. So if you want to, and let me tell you, you always say to me if there's anything else. So that tells me when you make that statement, of course there is. But you got to focus in on what Amanda wants and claim it. And then you're going to wind up with the job. It's just the way it is for you. You're a kind of wonderful lady, but you got more energy than more Scorpios than I think. But what I'm looking at here, there's possibility you have a late degrees Sag moon, and that's why, because your Saturn's sitting there too. And you got your emotions as well. It comes in. It's trying to balance everything here. So this could work very well for you. Listen to what you're saying to me weekly. Or is there anything else? So is the part of you energy you want to bring the energy in? Don't scatter yourself. It's not consciously, but boy, it's like, you remember silent movies with the bouncing ball across the screen? This is you. And it's not a negative. It's just you with all that. You have that little fire energy, and they're going bing, giddy, bing, giddy, bing. Oh, I like this one over here. Well, is there anything around the corner? And that's because zero it in, Amanda. Zero it in and watch what happens. Because whatever you're going to get in, you're going to make very good money. Because just don't tell them what to do. Because I have a feeling you get in some of the jobs, you look at some of the things that are going on, and you bang, 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 you let them know. You're not afraid. You're a little bit of a perfectionist, too. Okay? So let's see what you do, Amanda. You're going to have one of these jobs. It wouldn't surprise me. You got 4 offers at one time, and then you have to figure out what you want. Okay?
Always can be heard better when I unmute my microphone there. That's a good thing to remember in the radio.
Well, this new thing, I didn't know I had the sound up full blasted when you started off. I almost blasted my ear. Oh, yeah, I can turn this down.
There you go. Okay. Well, let's see here. You know what? Nobody on the board. Now we've got. I think this might be someone who has called in before. The name didn't come through at all, but they didn't raise their hand. But Ashish, if that's you, well, I'm going to open the mic and just see.
She's. How do you spell his
Oh,
name? I never.
Did you want to talk to Fred today, Ashish? Is that you?
yeah, this is Ashish. Yeah, so I was just listening to his advice to other. But now that I'm online, I would ask a question.
Okay, go ahead.
Give me your birthday again, sir. Okay.
So my birthday is 5th of April, 1976.
Oh. I was getting this. Hold on a minute. Oh, where am I? I bounce all over the place. Oh, you're Aries like me. Do you like all the goofy changes we're going through? I mean, we are. This is the changes we're going through aren't exactly what we want it to be, and I just did something. How did I do that? You know, you never want to be dyslexic. I can guarantee you. Next life, I'll make sure that doesn't happen. All right, what do we got? Let's see. Aries, Mercury. You got the sensitivity. Oh boy, do you ever? Okay, what are you going through here? All right, you're having Uranus return right now. You're going to go in and have your Neptune return in a couple of years. I'll wish you lots of luck on that one. Okay. All right, so what do you need, my friend?
So you mentioned Neptune return. So what does that do in a couple of years? I mean,
Neptune? Let me put it this way. My roommate's going through it. Everybody around me, because I'm older than everybody else. How it hits, Neptune is illusion. And what it does, it hits you every place that's going on around you, business-wise, emotional-wise, family-wise, and what you want to look at. What is it you would really like to change in your own business, in your life personally, with relatives, and whatever work you're doing? Because I had to warn my son, because he's got Scorpio sitting there, and it's at 29 degrees. And I said, is anybody at work jumping on your bones, and is your wife driving you crazy? And he says, all the above. And I said, well, you got another year to go. And so this it hits everybody this way. We always say, after getting through a Neptune return, Saturn is nothing when you've gone through a Neptune return. And yours is in Sagittarius, so guess what? That's better than Scorpio. Seriously. Scorpio's a little bit rough, The scorpion, comes and bites people, not literally. And this is Sagittarius, more mutable. It shouldn't be as rough, and it should be a little bit lighter. And let's see, what degree do you have? And yours is retrograde, around 13 degrees. And that's 2.5 years. It rolls back and forth. Let me put it this way, Ashish. It's this way. You guys are all young. I'm older than all of you, so when it goes through mine, I spend on Uranus 7 years. I spend on Neptune 14 years, and so I have the whole thing going across my whole chart for the rest of my life. So you guys are very lucky. It's 2.5 years. You'll do well with it. By the way, do you have any creative ability?
not as such. I mean, I think not
Like
really, other than
like computers? Anything with computers?
yeah. I do that. I mean, that's my living. I mean, I earn through that. So
well, this is going to hit that area. It may open your mind up so you get more in depth, and that's, by the way, just so you know, that can be creativity, but it's on that level, not that you're going to go out and draw pictures and so forth. When the word creative comes up, it's a big word, just so you know, okay? So this may enhance. Is this your own business, or are you working for somebody else?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what I think maybe 4 or 5 months ago, I opened up a business as well. I mean, we started taking up a few projects, and I'm working with somebody else. But I have a full-time job as well, so it's kind of a full-time job and then this
Okay.
business, which has started
Well,
to pick up a little bit. Um, but I'm not sure how long can I continue both at the same time.
well, you will know. Well, this is what happens. Where do you come from, Ashish? Are you Asian? Are you from Arabs?
Yeah,
Where are you from?
yeah, I'm from India, basically.
Oh, you're from India. Okay, I wanted to say this right. That's why I was trying to respect your God that you know. And I was trying to respect that. Okay, what they're telling me, you're a very honest man. Now you've improved over the normal Indian male. Okay, I can feel it in your energy. You're very honest, and because of this, God that you know, okay, understand, will pluck you out of the full-time job and push you into your business when the time is right. It will just happen kind of magically, okay? I'm not joking. And I've got to ask you something else. This is coming up. Are you and your wife thinking of having a child? Even if you got one,
No,
I'm just asking the question. No? Be
I
careful.
already have two. I mean, I wanted one more, but I don't think,
Well,
um,
be careful, my friend. Be careful. You
already.
understand?
Yeah, okay.
I can do this to American men, and they don't always listen.
Yeah.
But I'm serious. That energy is around you and your wife, just so you know. Okay, I'm trying to respect your religious understanding. That is there. Did you get a boy and a girl, or what?
Yeah, I have older boy and then a girl, yeah.
Yeah, well, there's one sitting on the sidelines, interesting enough, is there. So just be careful. Okay, you know what I'm talking about. I don't have to get detailed with you. That is there, so you both have to watch out for it. I mean, it's not look, when I see this, that spirit, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and if it can't come through, all you say to God is, we can't do this, and we've got our family. Then that soul gets on a higher level and works for you guys, and as possibly when your children grow up, that soul could come through them. That's just the way that works, okay? So I don't want to put
Okay.
guilt on you, on either one of you, because it's what you can handle in our mundane life is important. Just because that soul's around you, you guys don't need that. All you have to do is tell God, and they'll take that soul and push it on another level. Then maybe one day it will come through the family later. That's all. That's why I explained that, to make it easy. I don't want to put guilt on you and your wife. Okay, that's not necessary.
Yep. Yep.
Whew,
I mean,
I
I
feel
think I
better too.
understand that.
Okay, good. Good. That's why
So,
when I hear a name, I'm always trying to understand what nationality they come from, so I don't want to insult that person. You
no,
know?
that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I understand. I mean, I think because my name is unusual from American,
Uh
standpoint.
huh.
So even if,
Yeah.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I understand that. That's okay.
Okay. I just wanted to be clear.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So, Fred, so I know that you mentioned that I would be, the saying that I would be leaving that. So, do you see that happening soon? Because, leaving my full-time job and pursuing that,
Okay.
the business full-time, that's what I wanted to
There's
do.
something going on. Hold on a minute. Okay, you're an Aries like me. Let me double check something. I think we got the time. I got to do this. All right. Uranus is on me. It's on you. And this is an aspect that gets really interesting. So now where do I have to go here? Got to go. Here we go. Okay, we're in September. Here we go. Let me see where it's at. Oh, so guess what? Uranus is right on top of your sun right now. So that's change. Now, you work with computers. If things get crazy with wiring and suddenly things don't make any sense and you have problems like that, that's Uranus. It will be there for a while, but it's not a negative. I'm just letting you know. If you find out crazy things are going on with computers, it's sitting right over the top of you right now. I want you to know that. All right? And then your Mercury's in Aries, so it makes your brain really take off and go 24, I'm like a 747, just like me. So it's right over your sun. This will be there for a while. Like I said, crazy things happen at your house with electricity. Not saying it will. If it does, you'll know why, and it will go through there for a while, and then it will move off of you. You'll be fine. And this is off of us around late 2017, 2018. Now, about you leaving the work. Could happen between now and your next birthday, somewhere along the line. It will be very quick. It'll be like what happened to me way back when I was working at the movie studios in California. And because I shouldn't have been there. I didn't know I was dyslexic till I was in my 40s. And then all of a sudden one day, some unusual thing came along and kicked my butt right out of there. And then I went and did a couple of other things. And finally it was like, would you stop doing mundane things, start doing what you're supposed to do? That was real interesting. Same thing for you. It will just start happening, and realize, don't get frightened. Go with the flow and you'll be happy. Okay?
Okay. Yeah, makes sense.
All right. Lots of luck there, my friend. All of us Aries are going through things. And I have a best friend out there, Aries. He's been getting sick, and I had to send him a text. Will you stop and talk to he can hear and see. I said, will you stop and listen? You're getting your butt kicked, buddy. And I got friends around me, very powerful. And I sense things, and they all hear, and it frustrates me because
Fred.
I have to do mine different. Yes.
You're not going to like what I'm about to tell you.
You're kidding me.
Yep, 45 minutes, right on the nose.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is.
Give me a second here. Hang in there, Ashish. We've got you're a computer guy. Maybe you know every 45 minutes, Fred's audio goes to crap. He's on a Mac. And his is the only one that I've had it happen to two other people. One of them I know is a Mac. I don't know the other one. But he just bought a new headset. Whoops, still there. Just bought a new headset, USB, which, of course, Mac, that's all they accept anymore. But I don't know. It's crazy. Have you ever heard of that?
I mean, I think I can definitely help. Bill, I will leave my number to you, and then you can call me, and then we can discuss on that. It could be the headphones.
Yeah. Well, he just bought a totally different brand. And like I said, I had it happen with one other guy that used to call in from Australia on Skype, and happened to him.
Is he using Skype?
Yeah. Are we there?
Yeah, you're back on now, Fred, and it cleared up. And yeah, I switched his audio.
I bought a new headset, and it sounds wonderful, so I don't know what it is.
Yeah, the audio is brilliant, but same deal. Every 45 minutes, you could set your watch by it. It might have, I'm going to research if there's Mac drivers or something like that could be weird. I don't know. Anyway, well done, Ashish. You get everything you need?
Yep.
I think I'm okay. So I'm okay, Bill. So if you need any help, I know you guys are doing it for this, but if you need any help, I will leave my number to you, and then you can call me, and then I can definitely help you.
All right, I appreciate that.
That's very helpful.
Yeah, shoot me an email or something, and I would.
Sure, I'll do that. So, thanks, guys.
Okay, Ashish. Take care. Have a great day.
Have a good evening.
You too.
Okay, let's see where we're at here. Fred, let me click back over, and boy, a very slow hour one today. Very slow. But I've got one that you're going to love this, Fred.
I bet.
And actually I'm quite partly responsible for this. I put the guy up to it.
Oh, no.
So
Okay.
birthday. Are you ready?
Yeah.
April 13, 1743.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Come on, everybody.
Oh,
Is there an initial on this one or a
yeah,
name?
yeah. The initial is J, as in John.
Okay.
All right, and
Wow.
Gemini, Sag Moon,
He's okay.
Pisces Mercury,
Mm-hmm.
Taurus Venus,
Mm-hmm.
Leo Mars, Virgo Jupiter, Leo
Jeez.
Saturn, and Cancer Uranus.
Well, you did give me 413, right?
Correct, 413.
Okay, that's Aries.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Oh, well. Yeah, they would be. Duh, it's like 2
Yeah,
days
yeah.
off of yours. Yeah.
No,
I
okay.
don't know.
This person, by any chance, was he? Is it a he?
Yes.
Okay. Was this person a leader? Should have been.
Yeah, definitely a leader. Hmm.
And he had a big mouth too.
Yeah, probably.
I love the ladies.
Yeah, that's historically documented. Yeah.
Yeah. By any chance, does this guy get into? Was he? Was he in the theater anyway? Because he should have been.
Politician, which is part
Okay.
theater, you know that.
Yeah, part theater. Yeah, you got it, Paul. And he couldn't. Oh God! Everybody's sending me email. I just thought I just did this. My friend Jenny doesn't know that I'm on here. She's sending me stuff, so I go over here and do this little thing, and there it goes. Now it goes on her side. I'll go back to it. Yeah, this guy was probably pretty attractive too, but boy, did he analyze things. Very deep analyzer. You know something? This gentleman could stretch the truth, though, too. Because he wanted what he wanted. He knew how to get it. Somebody is saying to me he could be a little bit vicious when he wanted to be, too, to get where he needed to go. Because in the area where he was, you know what? I don't know who the president was back then. I'm not good at that. But he had ambitions, but I know he didn't make it. And there were some other people trying to pull him down as well. God, was he after? Boy, did he go after the ladies. He might have been married or whatever, but that didn't mean much. The men back then, very successful from what I can tell. Did he have children?
Yes.
Four?
Many.
4 or 5?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. God.
Legitimate. Let me put it that way.
I know.
Legitimate.
But if they were trying to show me somebody gets funny on the other side. He was a busy man, but he also had some things on the side, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay. Did it show anything about him smoking cigars or something? Something. Yeah, he did some. When he was with the boys, I guess you would say either there was some drinking or something he smoked or something like cigarettes, cigar, pipe, something like that. As he got older, how long did he live in that life?
Oh, let's see.
Because that goes way back. Then
looks
50,
like 83 or somewhere.
He did. Okay, he did get up there. Okay, wealthy too, wasn't he?
Yeah, very wealthy.
Yeah, and he didn't. He wasn't afraid to get in people's face and tell them what to do.
No, he definitely was not.
Oh
there,
yeah, and he wouldn't mind telling the president what he thought as well. This guy knew what he was talking about, and he was kind of strict at home too with the children because he wanted them to be something. Because I feel he came up a hard way, even though there might have been money around him. I still feel he came up a hard way. There was a very strong father influence around him, and why is this coming up? Why do I pick up military or something? I don't know if he was in it, but that energy's around him. It could have been someone close to him. They just see when the spirit does that. They do it so fast you have to decide it very well. He did really well in his field. He didn't mess around, meaning he got to the point and he fought like mad in the Senate, and he got what he wanted done. And sometimes he didn't mind arguing and get in your face.
Yeah, that's historically proven as well, or documented, I should say. The only thing that I find interesting is you said he didn't make it. Were you talking about what where was?
He wanted to go from the president to be president. That's what he didn't get. Okay. He wanted to go up that high, and I guess whatever was going on politically, that didn't happen. In his mind, he wanted to be president, okay, but that didn't happen because I think because he was so good at what he did. Had he tried for that, it would have been a horrible, not only a fight, because pardon the expression, he pissed off quite a few people because of his directness. And that's not negative. That's just the way it is. But in the back of his head, he thought maybe he could be president. That's what he didn't make. That's all.
Okay, let me, because as you just stated it, that's a absolute strike.
It is?
He did not, he probably wanted to be the first president, but of course Washington did that. But he did make it later in life.
Oh.
He is a former president of the United States.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. Who was he? John Adams?
The Sage of Monticello, Thomas Jefferson.
Oh, Thomas Jefferson. Okay. I know he wanted to be president. I didn't think that he got up there, but he must have been. Oh my God! There's the Mr. Womanizer right there.
Oh yeah. He was famous for that. In fact, there's lawsuits from the descendants of some of his slaves.
Yeah, and he also had some French girlfriends too.
Yeah, no doubt. He traveled as all of that class did. Franklin and Jefferson were well known. Jokingly, they were called the fathers of our country because they had so many illegitimate children. I've heard that said.
Well, you know what? When the Aries energy hits us, I'm not joking. I had to be watching out when I was younger, but the Aries energy is very much prolific sexually when you're younger and so forth. And you may get your mate, but if you're not, you'll reach out and do all these crazy things. So that, he was very busy. Because, he was busy. And they kept showing, I won't even tell you what they were showing me. I don't think I better go there. Leave that alone.
Okay, we can do that. We are right at the end of the first hour, and the phone lines just started to pop up a bunch. So, folks on the phone, you showed up right at the end of hour one, but we will be back with hour two pretty shortly. So everybody hang in there, and if you want to call in for the second hour, 602-666-6027. Again, 602-666-6027. Number to call. We're going to take about a 4.5-minute break here. Come right back with another hour of readings from Mr. Fred Fassett on Visionary Awareness here on Achieve Radio. Hang in there, everybody. We will be right back.
AchieveRadio.com.
I was leaving an exercise class.
All of a sudden, the pain started.
My entire chest.
Shortness of breath, very fatigued, nauseated. Thought that it was nothing much, maybe just stress.
You're having a heart attack.
I'm healthy, I'm young. There's no way it could be my heart. No way.
Heart disease doesn't discriminate.
Listen to your body. Go get checked.
Heart disease is the #1 killer in women.
And this is something that we can fight.
Visit GoRedForWomen.org to learn a woman's risk for heart disease.
Hello, this is Jonathan Goldman.
And Andy Goldman.
Sound can be an extraordinary vehicle for healing and transformation. It can affect your body, your mind, and your spirit.
We'd like to invite you to visit our website, healingsounds.com, and discover some of the amazing things that sound can do. You'll find articles and interviews, a special store for sonic healing tools, award-winning CDs, books, tuning forks, and much more.
You can find out about the discovery of the divine name, what we call a hotline to the divine. Explore ways of studying and learning about sound healing, and even download a free recording called the 7-Minute Chakra Tune-Up.
There's much to explore in the world of sound healing, and discover ways that you